Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we're continuing the World of Warcraft journey of our Warlock, Syken Burns. It's been a while and I've played a little bit around in Winterspring. Was minding my own business, didn't really record a lot because the quests weren't worthwhile. But then I figured it would be even more problematic if I all of a sudden are close to 60 and you guys are wondering how things happen. So I guess the one part that when doing these quests over and over that I realized is I always want to kind of showcase something new. But in the end game or pre-end game quests, there isn't that much more, there aren't that many more like hidden or opaque or vague quests that we haven't explored, so it's a little bit of the same and I'm still trying to figure out how to solve this problem. I enjoy re-leveling a lot, that's why I'm doing it. I'm also enjoying just spending time with different characters, but I felt there wasn't really that much more new content here in Winterspring. However, upon closer reflection, it would be even worse if I'm not showing anything of Winterspring, simply because it is one of the zones that is very near and dear to my heart. What we've done so far is I've done most of the winter spring starter quests, which is really just getting those little winterfall yetis. Now they are not really yetis, the winterfall furlocks here and then later here down. That's a really good start. So all of that is done and we have kind of established almost a friendly relationship at this point. Let's look at the reputation tab. Nah, well, not close to friendly. We still require a bit. Biggest problem is that you need to grind a lot of mobs in order to actually become friendly at some point. So we're potentially not going to be able to hand in the quests that you would normally be able to hand in. Anyways, we did that. I skipped the Troubled of the Spirit quest here because currently there's a elemental invasion where the water elementals have taken over this entire place. Scary, scary, because there are a lot of water elementals, but we do have a few quests in the southern part left over, and I really want to do those. At the moment, we are starting with the quests around the Yetis here, and maybe I can even find someone. Let's see. Do we have an elite quest? It's a good question. High Chief Winterfall. Yeah, we don't have the other elite quest. There is an elite quest chain. I think that happens after the Yetis, where you will need to start killing Ursa the bear, and then a couple of other things later down the line. So that could be a starter. Well, in the meantime, let's see if I can get someone for the High Chief of Winterfall quest. So I will ask a few people here. Good, we found ourselves a friendly warrior that is going to help us with one of the elite quests. The kind of grand finale of these Fullborgs is killing their chieftain, which just so happened to be behind this hill. So all we need to do is get up here. We need, by the way, a couple of these guys as well, but yeah, let's aim for the chieftain. we can kill a few in the meantime. And I'll fast forward until we can actually approach him. Well, and since we are waiting, we might as well kill a couple of the Winterfall guys here.
Aggro.
Did he just, the guy upstairs, did he just kill the Winterfall chief without me even being there? That would be crazy. Well, that's one way of doing the quests.
That's still recharging.
I saw that I got the report for the chief being dead. Holy smokes. Good, quest log is full. So, we got another quest here, and Salem, the rogue, seems to just be killing all of the mobs. What kind of gear does he have? Oh. Yeah, well, okay, tier 3, fully equipped rogue. That kind of makes sense. Anyways, that's an easy power leveling here. I'll just stick around until I get all of the kills, and then we're going back to the horns. So, I found out that Salem is actually from the guild that I'm in. We chatted a little bit about the raid that they had today, and he's potentially one of the best equipped rogues in the guild on the Alliance side here. Frankly, I don't yet know all of them. I'm not as deeply involved as I am on the board side, but he seems to be very friendly, as most people are in hardcore. And his kill speed, of course, is like 5 times as quick as mine. But he's looking for fire waters, which the Winterfall guys can drop. And I told him, you know what? I'll farm a couple with you. You can see XP is like coming up here and there. 300 here, 300 there, because I'm always in XP range of what he's doing. And all I have to do is farm a little bit with him, as he wants that winter firewater. And I am even on top of that getting the timber more reputation, which is now at 840 unfriendly, so that's not bad at all. And just look at the kill speed, like, yeah, the moment that he just hits them, they are de facto, yeah. My dots are almost meaningless. Like, look at the damage distribution. It's all him, not that much me. And he's not even trying very hard. But yeah, that's the difference of a level 60 next geared character versus a level 57 character right there. So what I will do is a little bit unorthodox. I will actually grind a little bit to get the reputation of the timber more hold higher, and we'll work together with him, because that's kind of a unique chance that has presented itself out of nowhere.
That spell isn't ready
Might
yet.
as well do that. Alright, fast forward for you. Alright, just dinged 58, which is good. Let's see, what else do we need? I think we're continuing with more Affliction Nightfall. That'll give us a twice as high chance to get insta balls. And yeah, we're continuing to grind
I can't cast that.
that camp here. It's actually one of the best experiences that I had in a while, mainly because we're being quote-unquote power leveled by a different character.
I can't cast that yet.
Aggro.
That's still recharging.
Plus it solves one of my biggest issues that I had, which is reputation gain with the Timbermore faction, so I need to continue that. Alright, so the grinding session came to an abrupt halt. The servers are forcefully restarted. The SOD patch, so the kind of expansion or expanded version of World of Warcraft Classic, had seen a new release, and said release unfortunately always has impacts on the hardcore servers. Blizzard always mentions that shouldn't happen, but the reality is it very much does. And unfortunately for us, this time there were kind of a few specifically aggro related issues. Typically when you are in combat with some random mob and you're running by someone else and that person isn't doing anything, then they will not get into combat. But that had changed, and that had a lot of ugly side effects. Also, I've seen reports about essentially some of the raid bosses being straight up bugged and not working, and it doesn't take a genius to consider that might have led to the decision to deploy a patch that is supposed to fix all of these issues. Whether it does is a different story, but that's kind of part of the hardcore journey and experience as well. You really never know when those things could go wrong. It sucks big time to lose a character to any of those problems, but it is a real risk. The community is very good in not only spotting those issues out, but also basically notifying each other when things aren't working as intended.
I can't cast that yet.
So,
That spell isn't ready yet.
for instance, the aggro change has led to some very unfortunate situations where people were griefing others in Stormwind with the Onyxia pre-chain quest. So basically that huge battle is ensuing, and if you had a hunter and were able to pull one of these mobs out and into, say, the auction house, then all of a sudden there were dozens and dozens of people that immediately got one-shot by those very strong mobs. They should never be there, but the new aggro mechanic or the new leeching mechanic made that even possible.
Recharging. That spell
So,
isn't ready yet.
I will try to get that last pristine Yeti horn drop, and if it doesn't drop, it is whatever.
I can't cast that yet.
We've got a good, almost 10% in, just from standing together with our guildmate, and he was basically killing all of the Winterfurs. I could not get to friendly yet. We haven't had a chance to grind that long enough. But we got the second Yeti horn, so we're going to trade in our Riverian Yeti. And of course, the episode will not end just with me showing that half of it. We're continuing. There are a couple of completed quests, High Chief Winterfall and the final piece being 2 of them. There is the Winterfall activity here as well. So that's 3 quests traded in. And we got a couple of more quests down here that we can do. So I'll fast forward it for you. For me, it'll take some time until the servers are up, potentially a different day. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in just a few seconds. Good, and we are back with our Warlock here. It has been a while. I did some grinding in the meantime, mainly to get Cenarian selves. These are these plant selves here, so that when I am becoming level 60, that I can actually go raiding without having problems. And yeah, I mean, when we're level 60, boy, there will be a lot of things that we need to do. But that's a different story. Let's finish winter, spring. Last time that we played, this year was invaded by elementals. So this time I just waited, and now we can simply do the quest without adding dozens of other elementals. So yeah, these dual pulls are nasty from time to time.
Aggro.
But if you switch around your Void Walker, then everything is going to be fine. I'm sorry, I have a bit of a cough today. So, we need to get 4 of these runes. Last time we finished kind of grinding here, so other than with the 4 ritual totems, there is not much more that we can get. In terms of reputation, still not there. Almost friendly, but almost friendly doesn't buy us anything.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
So how about we're just draining their life? That should be fine, right?
Aggro.
Yeah, I think that was good. Let's heal the Void Walker, because we will need him. And yeah, those totems look delicious, but unfortunately I don't think that I'm going to get friendly with them. I just don't see it. Was about to say that would have been the first time that no highborn or anything spawned.
That's still recharging. It's too far away.
Got a bit of a clever life drain here, and some more dots on the other side. Warlock is strong, so strong as a class. The leveling experience is just a blast. I'm almost sad that it's done very soon, because all of those double and triple pulls that you never regretted going into, that was good. Good. Full drain. And this highborn stands no chance. I want to take it safe, so we're actually going to drain this guy as well.
My mana is low.
So, shall I get?
need
No,
more mana.
we're just going to heal up really quickly. So, 2 more rooms and then we're done. And then we're going to take the lower sections, quest all of the stuff down there, which is going to be a lot of fun as well. Did I just get away without pulling highborns? No.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, the whole life drain shenanigans just too strong overall. Good. After what feels like about 12 mobs, I finally need to drink, and that's also a good moment to fast forward for you. I get the 4th rune, and then we're going to take a couple of enemies down there. Coincidentally, just as I was about to move further to the south, someone had asked me how about we're grouping up for one of the one elite quest down here, luck be with you. And I figured, you know what? Might not be the worst idea. Let's just do that. And whilst we're on our way, we can also discover the strange sources as well as the damage crate. So let's do all 3. Good. For starters, let's trade in that quest, then we discover, then we go down.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Aggro.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Aggro.
Okay, they even found a healer, which is fantastic.
I can't cast that.
Very good. So all we need to do is get this here. And get over here, and I think we're okay then. Good. The blue feathered amulet, we're going to do that later. One sec, need to scout over bridge, then I am ready. Good, let's do exactly that. We're scouting over the bridge. I'm somewhat tempted to enslave one of the elite demons, but it is hardcore. I don't know how hard they slap. It's not so much the enslaving part. I think that would be easy. The problem that I'm seeing is once the enslaving drops, things are not looking so good. And then we have Cleave and Execute and Mortal Strike and the Net. Wow, that's not bad. Okay, so good. We need to get those little frozen shards, but with 4 people that should be zero problem whatsoever. Good, we're going to go down there, kill every giant that sits there, and we should be fine. Wow, these guys are serious. If they get 5 people. Good, everybody here gets
I need to get closer.
detect
That
invisibility.
spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. It's too far away.
Yeah, this is going to be super
Still
smooth.
recharging. I can't
Aggro.
cast that yet.
Yeah, Sharna can tank then. I think I could solo one of these guys.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Aggro.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah, the triple dot is okay from a damage perspective. In longer fights, I think if I would refresh dots, it wouldn't be too bad actually. Just need to find something better to do than wanding.
I can't cast that yet. I need a target.
Okay, I think I'll fast forward the rest because it's literally mopping up the floor with them. 5 people is plenty for this quest. So fast forward for you guys. Alrighty, so we're back with Warlock. I fast forwarded quite a bit because frankly most of the quests were not that interesting. So we are in the later stages of Silithus. As you can see, we dinged 59. Might be able to do something else as well, but I am sort of running out of quests really. And that is a weird thing to say because typically Alliance does have enough quests. I don't know where it went wrong. Potentially haven't done a few of the bigger elite quests. That can lead to quest starving, but normally Alliance side is actually quite good in terms of getting all of the quests together. To be fair, I didn't want to like fully quest through the waste lens, so EPL, plague lens, so EPL. I skipped a few of the quests, but that still shouldn't account for half a level. It is what it is. We're going to be a little bit creative in the last parts of the game. There are a couple of options. We either grind for more full book reputation or we're preparing some more materials for the raids whilst grinding kind of blasted lands. That's another option. So something that isn't completely wasted. In a perfect world we could score kind of an LBRS group, which I think we would be high level enough to do. The other option is a UBRS raid. That could also give us quite a bit of experience and some meaningful loot as well. So that'll be fine. It's just a question if people are good with us coming to that raid, quote unquote, under leveled. So yeah, that's the plan for the last half a level. Don't want to drag out the episode for too long because I really feel that the endgame zones are incredibly grindy in their quest lines, and specifically Silithus does have a lot of quests that just are kill 20 here, kill 20 there, get that item which drops at 50% of the time and get 10 of that, so aka kill 20 here, kill 20 there. The later the game, the more grindy it becomes, and yeah, it just doesn't make for the best content in the end game zones. I will fast forward a little bit of that quest, and then we're talking to the deserter, and we're almost done. I only got a humble offering, which is a level 60 quest, and that's pretty much it. So fast forward until we're at the deserter. Very good, time to go to the hermit here and sort of finish the zone really, because the follow-up quests for him are a bit of a difficult thing to do. Well, the 3 chapters we can bring. I think chapter 1 is here, chapter 2 is here, and chapter 3 is here. But that in itself is also not an easy quest, because they are guarded by 60 non-elites that however do have a couple of like extra abilities. They are quite strong, but I'm not afraid of them. I think we can still do it. You know what, let's do that quest, and once we're done with the quest, I think we're done with the entire area. We've got a few more dredge crushers to kill, but that should be about it really. So fast forward until the 3 Twilight guardians of the books. Alright, first one of the keepers. Mortal strike and concussive blow. It's the melee one. We will fight him in this corner. think he shouldn't be too tough. Alright, pull the aggro. There's the concussive blow. But he's nicely dotted up. Okay, cool. So that's one down, 2 more to go. Alright, traded in the worm quest, and we're going for the second keeper. This file keeper is a bit harder. He has Fire Nova and Fire Blast, so in a perfect world we want to catch him right here when he's alone, so that we don't add anything. He has a lot of burst damage, so it's potentially the one of the 3 that I'm most scared of. But very much doable.
I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet.
Also has some of the least hit points. So there's the Fire Blast that I talked about. The Fire Aura rather. And there's the Fire Blast on me. Getting him a little bit further away. He's out of mana, so no more shenanigans, and we're good. Yeah, Blast Wave into Fire Blast can be quite a bit of hit point damage. You see that the Void Walker is coming in at 4k hit points. Took quite a bit actually. I mean, the Blast Wave is, if I'm not mistaken, around 1,500, maybe even 2,000 fire damage. And the Fire Blast definitely is more than 500. No, only 300. Maybe I partially resisted. Anyways, I know that it is a pretty deadly combination. So, 2 down, 1 more to go. This time, Twilight Lexicon Chapter 1. Alright, we have a bit of a situation here I wanted to clear for this guy. Twilight Keeper, but instead, unfortunately, wasn't fast enough, so I pulled. It's a couple of priest abilities, but if you're fast enough with the damage, things are working out, and there's the Chapter 1. Which all 3 we now need to bring back, and I think then we're pretty much done here in Silithus. Can't imagine that there is much more to do, to be fair. Which also means that we are at the end of today's episode. We did a lot of Winter Spring. I know it was choppy, but that's unfortunately how the sessions played out at the end of the day. And Silithus, I really didn't think that there was a lot interesting to record other than maybe the Prophet's quest. I did Death Clasp, which is the elite Scorpion, together with a mage, and that worked out very well. Not really worth recording though, because if you 2-man it, it's actually quite easy. And yeah, that is Silithus in a nutshell. Done all of the relevant quests here. Everything else kind of level 60 territory anyway, so we can't do that right now. And I will think about how I will deal with the last 35% of experience. Thanks a lot for watching, have a good one, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye. Alright, this is a bit of a postscript. So, or epilogue rather. We got 2 more quests to trade in. And I think I'm very, very close to level 60, so I just wanted to showcase how this turns out. Remainders of Treyforged, and that should be it. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Level 60. Got 1 Grats and a bit of people in the guild, so that's not bad. It's as much as you can. Oh well, there it's flying in. So, indeed, Graz, we have reached level 60. And that will conclude the normal leveling journey. Of course, we're going to do dungeons. Sheesh. You can rest assured that that's going to happen, but I thought I'll show you that important moment. And that'll be it. End of episode. Thanks a lot. Have a good one, and see you